Hey everybody, welcome to the Moviegoers Podcast. My name is Jordan. You can find me on all socials at Jordy B Writing.
And I'm Darius. That's D's all up in the area on all socials.
And today we're going to be reviewing A Low Down Dirty Shame. This movie came out in 1994, starring Keenen Ivory Wayans, Jada Pinkett Smith, before the Smith, Charles S. Dutton, Sally Richardson Whitfield, Andrew Divoff, Corwin Hawkins, and Kim Wayans. This movie is about a PI named Andre Shame, haunted by a past case, hunts down presumed dead drug lord Ernesto Mendoza and his missing $20 million. He discovers his presumed dead love, Angela Flowers, is alive and involved. With his sharp secretary, Peaches, that's such a ghetto name. Shane navigates Shane navigates double crossers and danger to bring Mendoza to justice. Sometimes see you for Act One.
Act one. From the reluctant investigator's return. Private investigator Andre Shame, a down on his luck ex-cop, is drawn back into his dangerous past when he's hired to find a notorious drug lord believed to be alive. With his sharp assistant, he grudgingly accepts the high stakes, high reward case. Quick note off the rip. This was actually supposed to be Keenen Ivory Wayans' vehicle to become an action movie star. Basically, it was like supposed to
Oh,
launch his
really?
career as an action movie star. I read a book called, yeah. You'll quickly realize watching this why that never happened. Um, I read a book called the In Living Color. It was a Living Color
Stop the
like history
cap.
book titled "Homie Don't Play That." The story of In Living Color in the Black Comedy Revolution. So like this was like so Living
That's
Color got
funny.
canceled. He quit. Well, he quit in Living Color, and then he was like, "I'm gonna go
Yeah.
be a movie star, an action movie star." So he tried to do his Will Smith, but did not have the range, and so that's why he
Yeah.
quit.
Let's just say the state had no enemies.
No, even early Will
So you know what's
Smith, like the
funny?
choppy acting, could not compare to
It
how
was
bad
still
he was.
there. You could see it. You could see it, bro. Okay. I'm glad we can start off with that because, good Lord, this he's not a good leading man.
No,
And he's a fucking legend, dog. And shout, and my life is better for his family being in the world. So I do want to
correct.
start off with that and say that. And he paved the way for all his siblings. So I want to give him that credit. Um, But Jesus Christ, he was just so flat, like and
Yeah,
monotone. I was like, you're supposed to have like a larger than life persona if you're going to be like a Shaft remake.
he just like there.
Honestly,
What did the kids say? Aura? Like he had none. It
yeah,
just
no
he was just
no
flat.
aura
Like
at
it
all.
just
It's funny. I literally was gonna say
yeah. I
that.
just he kind of he was like a
It's like
he
he
was
was whispering the
clearly
whole time.
he was the main character, but first of all, he's like the writer, director, producer, da 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 on all
Producer,
of it, and
yeah.
he did all that, and but even in the Living Color, he wasn't really like you don't remember his characters as
No,
much as
you
like
remember
everyone else's.
Jim and his sister and
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx for the most part. Let's be
he had
and
his
David.
the homies that when they used to steal shit and boot shit out the truck, like that was him and
Yeah, yeah,
Damon.
yeah.
He had a couple characters, don't get me wrong, but like he was the brains of the operation. He wasn't in
Yeah,
front of the
he
camera a
wasn't
lot.
the
So
leading man. Yeah, he was not Michael. He was
no, he
Joe,
was his Joe.
essentially.
Oh
Um, you know, and Joe was great, but Joe didn't need to be on stage with them niggas.
yeah, no. Every stage needs a director, you know. So
Every stage is different. He's a brilliant writer, and he wrote on a lot of like great comedy, great stand-ups. He wrote, I believe, on Eddie Murphy's Raw, if memory serves.
he wrote on
Um,
I mean he started I'm gonna get you sucker, but he wrote
yeah,
the Five Heartbeats. Hell, he wrote on the Living
yeah,
Color. Like
yeah. I think he wrote
it-
for Robert Townsend too, right?
yeah. Robert Townsend wrote
Yeah,
they were like they wrote everyone was kind of them and then
they were kind of co-writers. Yeah.
what's the dude who used to do Negrodamus on Dave Chappelle?
Um, Fuck, I'm blanking.
You know, people know.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was on there. Even Richard Pryor was part of that group for a little bit. So
Yeah, I think he wrote for Richard too, right? No,
he
no,
did.
sorry, that was Paul Mooney. I'm tripping.
Paul
Paul
Mooney is
Mooney
who I'm
wrote for
talking about.
Richard.
That's Negrodamus.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
okay.
what else you got for Act One?
Yeah, man, his acting was not great in this movie. I mean, a lot of the acting wasn't great in this movie, but he was by far the weakest link in this movie in terms of acting.
So
Um,
the first scene when he does this ridiculous like trying to retrieve the jewels as a
yeah, free suckers.
yeah. And then when like so the shootout happens because the shootout happens every 10 seconds in this damn movie. And then
Yeah.
he runs out the door and then the Asian guy goes, "Gone." Like, oh, dude, what's going on here, man? Is there no budget for
Yeah,
reshoot?
man.
What's going
And yeah, seriously, so Yeah, so I hadn't seen this movie in full in a really long time. So I'm watching the opening scene and I'm just thinking to myself, damn, Jada is the worst housekeeper ever. Just busting into people's rooms, like not giving a fuck.
Caught them people
Before I realized she was
fucking.
like yeah. Before I realized she was like an undercover agent type deal, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So one thing I do always love in shows and movies is when there's like a fake show in
yeah,
the show or movie,
yeah,
where it's this one is As the Heart Turns,
yeah,
and it reminds me of remember the fake slave show from Insecure
yeah.
that they shot with like Regina Hall, and it was like they made like 10 episodes of it and shit, like
I think you're talking about it was like a one of those like forensic file shows. Um,
something like that.
and
Yeah,
Insecure, where it had Levita from the Steve Harvey Show was in it, and yeah,
yeah, something like that.
it was like some murder mystery type thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that was
Some
pretty
sort of like
cool.
film noir type shit.
And
Yeah,
they didn't
I
have
thought
the
that was
budget for
funny.
anything, so they got that in there.
Yeah, they got that in there. Speaking of low budget, the hair and makeup team, they should have been fired because what the fuck was that Beijing that he had on his head? Him and Charles Dutton. Those
I
were the
mean,
worst hair pieces I think I've ever seen.
it's 1994.
I know. But just we've
It
never seen Rock with hair, so it just was weird seeing him with a part in it too.
I can't believe they got him to do this because he's a capital S serious actor, stage actor. Like,
Yeah,
he called what like sitcom, like, sitcom stuff was beneath him. Like he
yeah,
thought, I cannot believe they got him to do this.
yeah.
Because this is an incredibly ridiculous movie. And his
It
like,
is
there's
so
no plot
unserious.
at all. It just,
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you said I was blown away when you said this was supposed to be like his foray into like being an action star,
yeah.
because I kind of thought I was like, is this supposed to be like a light spoof? I thought it was like a joke. I didn't think it.
No, he was dead ass serious. This was like,
Oh wow,
he was done with the living color, and this was supposed to be like, okay, Hollywood needs to I need to do something serious for Hollywood. And
serious.
this was this was his
And
he stopped laughing for a minute. He was like, I'm focused. I'm gonna do a good movie. And this is the end game.
this is what happens, kids, when you don't stay in your lane.
Yeah, Um
Like
could
when
have
the
did
funny guy stops trying to be funny, sometimes it's just as bad.
but it's funny, like, because the actual actor thespian in the family is Marlon, who's the goofball.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the only one who's I can remember that
and
did a serious role and held it down.
I think Sean was a pretty good like serious actor, or I think he had the serious acting chops. He never really flexed them, but I think he could have done it if he tried.
Well, Marlon has a new one with Jordan Peele, right? Coming up.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yep. And then he remember he the movie that changed Marlon's perception was Requiem for a Dream.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, no one else in the family
Um,
has anything like Requiem.
yeah,
Because I mean, Marlon's a goofball, but he's far more talented than Sean. But I would rank
yes.
him. Let's rank him. I would go
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I see that too. Yeah.
Damon, Marlon,
Um,
Keenan, Sean. No, hold on. Damon, Marlon, Kim, Keenan, Sean. Yeah, I think that's five, right?
are you
Damon,
gonna do
Marlon.
their kids too,
No,
or
I count their kids.
because Damon Wayans Jr. is incredible too.
I haven't seen him in much, so I can't really call
Well,
it.
he was
Other
in New
than New
Girl.
Girl,
Yeah, he was in he had a show. I think he was in Happy Endings. That was a pretty good show. Lasted for a couple seasons. But he left New Girl like after the pilots to go do Happy Endings, and then that show got canceled after a couple years, which is why he came back as coach in New Girl. So yeah, I would go Damon, Marlon, Kim, Keenan, Sean.
I think we have the same exact list.
Okay, okay. Oh shit.
uh,
I was thinking about it as I was like saying it.
Now
Yeah.
Kim is she lays low. She's not really into the spotlight,
But
but
she was
she's
next level talented.
remarkably talented, man.
Next level talented.
She kills I mean, she's in this movie for 10 seconds and
Everything.
kills it.
And kills it. Even when
She
she was on in the house, she stole the show on that show.
she did a cameo on the Wayans Brothers show,
Hmm.
where she was like cousin Sheila, and they were at her
Oh yeah, yeah,
farm, and Marlon lost the pigs. We used to have good TV. You got anything else for
yeah,
Act One?
man. Um, oh yeah, just a couple like random thoughts. You know, we talk about like art imitating life, but here's another role. I know we make fun of it because it's just funny, but like Jada's in another role where there's a huge age gap relationship and grooming involved. Like that is crazy, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, because she had to have been
Her
early
character's
to mid
22.
20s. Yeah.
Yeah, her
And he
character's
was in his
22.
40s and by
Yeah,
the
he was
time.
almost 40 when this movie came out.
I mean, she was coming on to him. He was the reluctant one.
Yeah, no, no, for sure, yeah. But even then, she's like, "I'm not 16 anymore," and like, if
Ooh, I
that's
remember
the,
that.
I was
He
like,
was
"Bro, this is not okay."
I busted you take putting CDs in your underwear.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And then he's like, remember, he's like, "Your ass has gotten fatter since you were 16." What?
That is so gross. Um, so I guess this we'll put this in Act One. So again, movie continuity errors.
Yeah,
This is they're best friends basically. They work together.
correct.
They do everything together. They do missions together. They talk all the time. He goes, he meets Ernesto. He gets his ass whooped. He
Uh-huh.
stumbles to her crib. So clearly there's enough of a relationship to where he can pull up when he needs his emotional needs or whatever.
Yeah,
And he didn't know she had a roommate, a gay roommate.
a gay dude roommate. Yeah, that was weird.
She's like, you can
Also,
like they're super familiar. Like literally he knows where she
yeah,
lives. He can pull up unannounced in the middle of the night with his ass whooped,
yeah.
and he doesn't know she has a roommate.
And not only the fact that he knows where she lives. This is the 90s, so there's no GPS, so
No.
he knew that address by heart.
Yeah, he was in. You could the way he pulled up, it was not something. It was a
It
regular
was like a
occurrence.
regular occurrence, which means he probably came over for dinner and shit.
Correct, but he didn't know she had a roommate.
Yeah.
That's why you need editors.
Um,
That's why writers need editors.
yes, yeah. Also, like, are we gonna talk about the obvious entrapment where she just was like, "Oh yeah, you can wake up in I'm gonna wake you up, have you wake up in the bed with a man secretly."
So
What was
90s.
that?
So 90. Like that's one of the
Eh,
later on in the I was just gonna because I don't really have a lot to say about this movie, so I was gonna like look up common critiques of the movie and ask you if you agree with it or disagree with it. But one of them
Yeah,
was
let's
just
hear it.
like all of the gay stereotypes. I
Oh
would say
yeah,
it to
come
the
on,
end,
man.
but it's just like that character existed just to be gay. That's all he did was just
That's
gay.
it. That's it. And I feel like what they did was they found a gay person and then
Yeah.
like was like they told him just act as gay as you possibly can. It feels like they were like just be the gayest person to ever exist in life, and that's what he did. That's what he was aiming for, and it just didn't make any sense.
The- well, that pivots to my next point. You done with that going?
Yeah, yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
All right. Act two, unraveling the deceptive web. As Shame delves deeper into the investigation, he encounters familiar faces and unexpected complications, challenging his perceptions of past events and current loyalties. The search for the elusive target leads him down a treacherous path. I just didn't want you to say something wild. R.I.P. Connor Hawkins, the guy who played the gay character. He died before the movie was
Oh, he
released.
died?
Yeah, he died of
Oh
AIDS before the movie
man.
was released. So I was like, Jordan, let me get you to this next point real quick. He was
Oh,
actually,
oh man, that's really sad.
he was obviously this character was over the top, but he used to do
Yeah.
Def Comedy Jam in drag, or now we would call
Oh,
it as a
okay.
trans woman. He was a trans. She was a. I don't know if she ever actually identified, but I imagine like
Right.
she
Got you.
wore woman's clothing outside of this role, and she was on stage. He was on stage. I don't know the fucking pronouns. He was on
Yeah,
stage
yeah.
dressed like that was his bit as like a gay man dressed up as a woman. And so this was
Got you.
this was the Wayne's brothers show Wayne's family showing him love, giving him this part.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately he never got to see it. He died before the movie was released. So
Oh
RIP
man, that's
Mr.
sad.
Corwin
Rest in
Hawkins.
peace.
And he stole every scene he was in because to this day I still go,
He
Bernard.
did.
He smacked him and he was like, Bernard. And I to this day, I still he was like, you wasn't saying that you was running your fingers through it, Rottweiler. It was a caricature, but I mean, this
Yeah,
character, the actor was actually gay and obviously consented to doing the role.
yeah,
And part of
yeah.
his onstage persona was over the top femininity. And so
Femininity, femininity. Yeah,
I'm gonna give the Wayne's family a pass for the stereotypes because the actor wanted to do. I mean, this was his big break. Unfortunately, he didn't get to see
yeah.
it, but yeah. So
Got you.
I love that character, man, because it's one of those. It just resonates. And so he stole every scene he was in. So R.I.P. Corin
Yeah, he
Hawkins.
did.
What else
He
you
got
got
more
for Act
laughs out
Two?
of me in the 5 minutes he was on screen than all of Keenan's scenes. So,
I can tell. One of the comic critiques was like, Was it
Is
a
it supposed to be
comedy or was it
funny?
an action? Like I don't.
I don't know.
The tone was all over the place, and
It was
so
all over the place. Yeah, it was hard to tell because I was like, if because honestly, I was watching it and I was like, the first time I watched it, I was like, I not really enjoying this, but I don't know how I'm supposed to take the plot.
yeah.
And the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, well, if I treat it like a spoof, like it's all right. It's just not as funny as other spoof movies.
Look, it's not a good movie. It is. It's
Yeah,
very 90s. But it's just. I mean, I
yeah,
think I
very
spoke on the
90s.
podcast last week about the random tapes you just had in your house, and this was one of them. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
I just watched it
Um.
a lot. But no, watching it with movie critic, I guess you can call us eyes. It's
hmm
it's not a good movie at all.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it just didn't age well. I don't know. Um.
It was a tough watch for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But speaking of like continuity errors, so Shane basically there was this big bust that happened like off screen basically,
Yeah.
where five officers were killed and the person thought to be dead essentially got away, and uh, Shane was the fall guy. He lost his job. Tonight he's a PI, but he's still going to the precinct and he's cool with his boss. It just didn't make any sense.
Also, he's just
Um,
allowed to run around the city shooting people, and no one cares.
yeah, he's just a private citizen killing people.
Like they like that hotel scene where they assault and steal the wigs and shit from the couple in the
Yep.
elevator, and then he just like rams a car off of a road and
Yep.
just shooting guns, and no one gives a shit. It's just bizarre. It was a
Yeah,
bizarre lack of. I mean, that was often in the 90s before, people like you'll watch like 90s action movies. You're like, where are the police? Like, no one
mhm.
cares that all these
Where
people,
are
where are
they?
these, who's getting these
Yeah,
bodies up off the ground? Like, all these people
yeah.
are just dying. So,
It's like a really, really bad version of Lethal Weapon.
yeah. Well, the modern one is John Wick.
Minus,
It's like, is no one gonna call
yeah,
the police? He's killed 40 people this hour.
right, true.
Um,
My favorite is that shootout with Common where they're like pew,
yeah.
pew, in the walking through the street or whatever. Like,
There's nothing wrong with a dumb
um,
action movie, but sometimes you just like, does no one care that he's left a trail of 50 bodies?
at all. Like he just knocked that eight dudes out in a juke joint.
Well, the open scene, he's
Okay.
just like, yeah, they're in the juke joint. He shoots a guy in the balls, and then it's just like, okay, all right.
Yeah, thought that was weird. Also, to me, it would have been the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, well, if you and Charles Dutton's character's name was what, Sonny in the movie?
Yeah, Sonny.
Okay, so if he also was in the raid with you and also lost men, why did he not lose his job? That should have been your tip off that he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
It's always the guy who doesn't lose anything that's the bad guy.
Well, so the plot is nebulous to say the least.
Yes.
Uh, and it's just, and so they're going after like the money that Ernesto had hidden.
Yeah.
But why does he need shame for that? Like,
I
why
don't.
can't he just go get his money?
Yeah.
None of it. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid. Also, you should have known he was going to set you up for failure because you're working with me, not directly with the DEA. Why
Yeah.
why the fuck are you?
Why are they sending this one person? You don't have a case number, someone I can
Where they
call.
do that at? Where they
Where's
do
your
that at?
badge?
Yeah, where's your badge? Do I get a budget? I'm not getting a contract. What's my pay?
Yeah. Are you
Just
paying me for this?
he's just like, no, get your name back. Okay. Well, I can't pay bills with that, so
Yeah.
thanks for the help. No, yeah, the acting. I wrote down one of my notes for Act Two. The acting is so bad. End
Ernesto's
quote.
terrible. Charles S.
Yeah,
Dutton, he's never gonna be
he was
bad,
just
but
was he was just screaming for no reason the whole
yeah.
movie. Why are you screaming so loud?
Yeah. Oh, so that scene when they're at Ernesto's house and Charles Dutton comes in there, Sonny comes in there and he's just like,
Yeah,
Sonny Roth, I'll tell him
I'm gonna
everything.
call the fucking immigration on you.
Did you? So, did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Parts of it, yeah.
Okay, so
I,
never
I'm
mind.
I know the premise pretty much.
So there's a scene in season 4, spoiler alert, where Gus Fring, the chief bad guy, kills one of his
Mhm.
henchmen. And I
Yeah.
think it was ripped straight out of this scene where Sonny kills his henchman. He's like, "You're
hmm
right, my men did fuck up," and he just cuts his henchman's throat. I think Breaking Bad's
Okay,
ripped something straight from that. But if the audience,
got you.
the audience might know what I'm talking about. When Gus finds out his cook is killed, he comes back to the lab and he very calmly takes off his jacket so he doesn't get blood on it, and he just kills a henchman and he puts his jacket back on and leaves. So,
Mhm.
Um, you know, say in the comments if you agree it was a ripoff. So of Low Down Dirty Shame. What else you got for Act Two?
Um, oh my God, Sally Richardson.
Oh man.
Jesus,
I
and by
mean,
the way, she still looks amazing today.
I don't even know what she looks like
Like
today.
Google
I
image her
just
today, bro. She looks
uh
insanely good.
for all I know, she fell off the face of the earth after this movie. But no, that's one of the baddest women
Yeah,
I've ever like in this. Her in this movie was one of the baddest things I've ever seen. The only thing I have in
yeah,
here in my notes for Act Three, like the only thing that kind of makes sense is this whole movie was over pussy because of course
yeah.
they
Right.
was
That's
fucking
the
the
only thing that
same
makes sense at
girl,
all.
and everything else is ancillary because they were mad at each,
Everything
they
is
hated each
spawned
other
from
because they
that.
were fucking the same girl. Because
Hmm.
of course,
Yep.
the core of most male conflict.
Correct.
But yeah,
Um,
that's the
so
only plot that kind of makes sense because I'd have crashed out
yeah,
over Angela as well.
100%. Yes. So actually, so she has a daughter, um, who actually, that's the girl that Bronny was took to the Olympics. I
Who?
think they're together.
Bronny?
Um,
Oh, Bron James Jr.
Scout, yeah, he's
Okay,
dating her daughter.
good for the
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
Her daughter. Anyways, good for him. He man has good taste.
Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much all I got for Act Two. Stupid shootouts. Um, I just, I really want to know, and I know, like, obviously he's a director, but most actors who are in movies that they're directing, their first AD is like basically co-directing
Yeah.
because you're on screen, and I just don't understand why no one was like, hey man, why don't you try something different for this take? Like, act like like you're like alive or something. You know what I mean?
He
Like, try to
just
change your voice a little bit.
he's rolling around with Angela, and then they call him with Peaches. He's like, put Peaches on the phone. It's like, oh man, like you don't.
Yeah.
This is so
So
bad,
so
and
your best
definitely
friend is
not for a fuck on
possibly
the beach.
right. So your best friend is basically at gunpoint, possibly about to die, and that's like the tone you use. That's the urgency you're with going with.
You know what it felt like?
Yeah.
It felt like he was literally reading his lines, like in it, like he had a piece of paper in his hand, and he was just reading lines with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
camera
yeah.
on. But we'll get into Act
That's a good
Three,
point.
confrontation and resolution. Shame closes in on the truth, forcing the climactic showdown where he must use all his wits and skills. Amidst the chaos, he navigates betrayals and personal stakes to ultimately resolve the mystery of what mystery and bring the case to its conclusion. So the bad guy owns a mall apparently, and
Yeah.
there's just never-ending
Um,
gangs of armed militias that everyone just has on call. They just call them up like, "Hey, we need
yeah.
40
We need 40
henchmen,"
dudes to bust through the ceilings of this mall.
and they're doing this for I don't know why. And they're fully aren't they're equipped like soldiers with fully automatic firearms and
Correct.
grenades and shit, and they just have these they're just waiting on call. Like, "Hey, man, want to pull up to the mall?
Yeah.
I need some help." And of course, one
Yeah, I
man
don't
kills them
understand.
all. He's just running through the mall. He randomly
Like he
gets
turns
like a
into John
bungee cord.
Wick
He's swinging around. It's just like, what the
from
fuck is going
after he blows up a tennis shop, basically.
with some like makeshift Molotov cocktail that just
Yeah.
this
And then
movie
on
got
none of that,
stupid in Act Three real fast.
he bungees down. He sees the guy trying to shoot him, grabs the gun, bungees back up, and shoots.
Thank
Has
you.
the coordination to shoot him. Okay, bro. Like, but
He's
now
just
mind
like,
you, you just got jumped by
hey,
two dudes in a garage,
thank you.
like 2 days ago. Yeah,
Just
it was like that scene reminded me of like Home Alone or some shit.
yeah.
Like,
It's
you
just
know?
he was just always winning these like 5-on-1 gunfights. And it's just like,
Yep.
I've never seen plot armor like that in my life. Like he
That
was
is Dwayne
impenetrable.
Johnson plot armor. That is
Yeah.
like Steven Seagal plot armor.
And even like most movies will give you like, okay, let's let him get shot in the shoulder here, just to make him look
Mm,
human. Like, just the and it's stupid because you get
yeah.
shot in the shoulder and they limp for one scene and then the next scene is over.
Hmm.
And it's just like, but at least do give us something so he doesn't look like a fucking action hero. What you
Right.
got for Act Three, man?
Um. Oh yeah, so the club scene, um, where they all have their little pistols under the table,
Yeah.
and then he's about to shoot Wayne, what was the gay guy's name? I forgot his name.
Wayne.
Shit.
Uh,
Wayman, yeah,
yeah.
Wayman. And so instead of just shooting Mendoza, you run 10 feet to jump in front of Wayman.
Also, you ran faster than the bullets.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also, you turn into Superman or the Flash. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see how this botched his career.
It's like he just yeah, he didn't really make anything sense. Like this was his one shot and he blew it. This I mean this movie's
Blew
awful,
it.
but
It is so bad.
it makes me nostalgia, but it's terrible. It's not good.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
anything
I
else
think
for Act 3?
yeah, so I wanted to yeah, so I wanted to ask you, I do have a question.
What's up?
Um, who to you put forth the worst performance in this movie?
Oh, it's Lee, Keenan Ivory.
Oh yeah,
The movie is I don't know why, but the movie is watchable. Like I didn't want to turn it off, probably because it's
yeah.
short. Um, but I mean, Keenan Ivory was just it, it was like I said, it was like he had his script in his hand and he was reading from it on camera. Not
Yeah,
literally, but that's what
it's
it felt like.
yeah. It reminded me of like you ever like you're reading at night in your bed and you just like you're on your back, so you just have the book and you're just like
Yeah,
while you're like murmuring out loud. That's
yeah.
what he sounded like saying all his lines.
Who was the worst for you?
I mean, I think he might have been the worst. I felt like Jada was kind of overacting. I wasn't a fan of Charles screaming for every scene in him. Like he screamed every line in this movie.
Did you
Um,
see the scene where, okay, so Jada's in witness protection and Charles, Sonny, kicks the door down, murders three cops. No one cares. Just straight flat out murders three cops. And then they just chase her around and it's just absurd cat and mouse chase scene where he's just doing
Yeah,
he
and
keeps
she's
going
like,
in the
"Can you
dumbest
catch
things
me?"
ever. She's running under tables instead of
Tables.
just running. Like, because she's crawling under tables instead of just running, which makes no
Yep,
sense. I don't know anyone
yep,
who crawls faster than they run. And then she's just like running in circles and she threw hot grits on him. It just was the dumbest
yep.
shit I've ever seen.
And then there's a scene where they're standing across from each other, and she's like, "Ah," and he's like, "Ah," and then she just slides between his legs. Like I've seen that's like every like 90s kids movie where they're getting chased by a criminal who's trying to like break into their house. That is not something an adult does in an action film.
Because
Yeah,
like, you know how hard it is to you have to be like sub-zero sliding
so yeah,
to get because all he has to do is just like fall, like just fall on her.
yeah, just fall on her and she's done. You're over.
And it's like,
Or
do you
even
think how fast was she moving that he couldn't react in time? Like it's just so stupid.
bro, it was ridiculous. Like was she Jackie Chan? I'm confused.
I forgot about that.
They were at the foosball table and she's like,
It really did pull the ah, I want to run under your legs now.
Another one scene that was really stupid was the girl fight at the end. So you mean to tell me uh Angela was beating the shit out of Jada for like 2 minutes and then all of a sudden Jada grabs her foot and then
Yeah.
she can't fight anymore and then you hit her one time and she's like knocked out?
Or the guy fight where Keenan Ivory's like, my turn.
Oh yeah. He's getting curb stomped. Okay, now I can fight you.
Also,
This
dancing
movie was
dogs.
complete. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What the fuck was that? I'm gonna sing James Brown to train dogs.
So
Okay.
it was okay. If you remember the scene where he wakes up the next morning, in the crying game, as he says, "Brother, you better
Mhm.
show me some tits or die." That was funny.
Yeah.
Um, she's reading National Enquirer, and he's like, "You read this
Uh-huh.
bullshit." And she's like, "I don't know,
Yeah.
Jane. There's useful information here. Like here, it says if you sing James Brown songs to dogs, they'll calm down." And so that was a callback to that.
Oh, I forgot about
Um,
that. Okay.
and so I guess that was a cool little callback. And so then it goes to the Mexican guy and he tries to sing like the Mexican and the dog just eat him alive. Um,
Yeah.
because not only do I have armed militias on call, I also have trained hunting pack dogs,
Trained. Yep.
Rottweilers, on call
With no
he's like,
leashes or
bring in
collars.
the dogs. And he just like
They
17
just have dogs on standby because
um
that's what
Ramsey Bolton dogs
criminals
just come
do.
out of the corner and
Yeah.
start running around. It's like, what the fuck is going
Dead
on?
ass.
All this in the
Yeah.
mall again. Where like are
It
the
reminded me. It was like a really bad version of Paul Blart Mall Cop. Like what?
yeah. Then he
What?
puts the mannequin on the escalator,
This
which
escalator? Yeah,
okay, depending on the shadow, it would work. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Um, Actually, I kind of like that scene, the escalator thing, but
yeah. But
stupid,
even how
stupid,
bad he
stupid
was so
movie.
bad in that scene too. Like
Yeah.
when he's asking him, there's the scene every bad with every bad guy where they say their motivation, and Keenan's supposed to be like shocked, and he's like, "So why'd you kill all five of those people?
Somebody
Why'd you
had to
let me
take the
live?"
blame. Yeah. We want to rate this thing. What do you got for rating, man? Or do you have anything else?
Yeah. No, I really don't have anything else. There's not much to say about this movie, to be
What do
honest
you
with
want
you.
to rate it?
It's bad. I had fun talking about how bad it was. I'm gonna give it 1 star.
I can't go one because it's an integral part of my childhood. I gotta go at least two.
Yeah.
I will probably never watch another scene of it. I haven't seen a scene of it in 20
Ever
years.
again.
But
Um,
no, this is a really bad movie. All right, thanks for listening. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
and I'm Jordan. Jordy be writing on all socials.
Please rate, like, subscribe. We are Moviegoers Pod on all socials. That is Moviegoers PD on Twitter. That is PD on Twitter.
And for any ongoing movie recommendations, you can reach out to us via email at moviegoerspod@gmail.com. That's moviegoerspod@gmail.com. That's a wrap. Thanks for coming to the movies with us. Tune in next week. We're going to be reviewing 21 Bridges. Y'all
All right,
take
y'all.
care.